Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am on my last video. Whoo, I love reading for you guys, but when I channel, I can be talky and Spirit just keeps channeling stuff in. So if you don't like long videos, I apologize. You might want to break it up into smaller pieces because I am doing a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Cross Watchers right now. And all of my cross watchers, please note that Spirit knows who's watching and it might play out from your perspective instead of the person you're watching for. And I set my intentions that for this full supermoon in Scorpio, we're going to get you, because it's for the whole lunar cycle to the next new moon, right? So I got a lot of messages for you guys. I set my intentions to do a general read, and then also these are like extra. So if the general doesn't resonate with you, stick around for the whole reading because I'm going to do light workers. We're going to do a yes or no question that you get to choose on your own. I am using the Rebel Oracle deck to get my hard heads on par. You know, it's in your face. You know, sometimes they don't get the message unless they hear it in a very in-your-face way. I'm getting twin flame, soulmates, divine masculine, divine feminine, or just Libra in love, romance angels. And then we've got a general message to tie it all together through the Colette Baron Reed Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, I'm doing a 5-card spread. Spirit told me during my channeled message, which has already been uploaded, if you haven't had a chance to watch it and you really want to know what Spirit said this energy is all about in detail, go check that out. Just to summarize here, Spirit said that Scorpio energy is about death and transformation. It's about walking through doors, leaving things behind and entering into something new. It's about releasing and freeing up energy that no longer serves you so that new energies, new beginnings can come in. Pardon me. So, Spirit told me there are 2 groups of the collective that will be hit the hardest. Even though everybody will be affected, there are 2 groups that will be hit hardest. Those groups are Group A, are people who are clinging desperately to something that's no longer in their highest and best interest. Whether it's a marriage, a relationship, a friendship, a job, a family dynamic, or a home. You know, some people are wanting to move because maybe there's no work where they're at, or whatever the situation is. What are you clinging to through fear, right? Fear of change, fear of abandonment, fear of not worthy, fear. Scorpio deals and transmutes fear around change. Okay, so that's Group A. Group B is those who have already experienced losses, whether it's death of family members or friends or animals or pets, or their job or their relationship or whatever. Everybody always experiences loss. So Group B is going to be triggered during this full supermoon in Scorpio to bring up any remnants of grief or mourning of the losses that you've already experienced. Because sometimes we think we've transmuted that energy, but there might still be a little bit hiding in the subconscious that still needs to be transmuted in order to create something better moving forward in the new age of Aquarius. Okay, so I wanted to tell you I'm doing the heart of the matter. What is in the past or needs to be in the past, or what are you coming out of? And then above you is what is on your mind or what is influencing your decisions at this time. The bottom is what is in the subconscious mind or buried or unbeknownst. Or it could be something you know about but you haven't dealt with. And then the energy moving forward just for this lunar cycle to the new moon, I believe May 22nd. Don't quote me, but I believe it's May 22nd. All right, so usually, guys, just usually I draw a postcard from Spirit for me every new moon, every full moon. And it's for me, right? It's not usually for you guys. I put it on my altar and I use that advice from Spirit to guide me for that lunar cycle. And This time when I drew it, it was so on par with the channeled message and what I'm personally experiencing in my life at this time, that I wanted to share it with you guys, because I believe in that group B. I hope I've already released whatever needed to be released. If not, I'm sure Spirit will align me that way too. But I believe I'm in group B because I asked you guys, those of you who are my viewers that have been with me for a while, I asked you to pray for my ex-fiance, childhood sweetheart. We became friends. The romance didn't work out, but we became best buddies for 40 years. And his little brother married my little sister. And so then he became actual, brother-in-law family. So he had a massive aneurysm, and I asked you guys to pray for him. And unfortunately, I'm sad to announce that he transitioned on April 28th. If you're a cross watcher, you might have heard me say May. I've been a little off when it comes to my dates and stuff lately because of all of the grieving and disruption in my life. The other person is my cousin Melissa, who had an aggressive cancer, and we kind of knew she wasn't going to make it, but we were hoping that a miracle would happen, or that new medicines would come out or something. But she lost her battle the day after Greg did, so on the 29th of April. So I just wanted to share this with you, because if you're going through something similar, I think this is very, very on par with the guided message for the month. All right, so it says, "Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation that is no longer in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide, feel the loss and integrate it. Seek the beauty that was, the lessons that were learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, supporting you always and forever." So when I drew that, especially after I had already done my automatic writing channeled message, it was very profound. So I hope that helps you in some way, shape, or form. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am a twin flame channeler. I am an ascension guide or coach. I work on the 5D spiritual etheric body and the ascension journey. And I try to ground that into the 3D for those of you who don't resonate with that. But hopefully everybody will get a message from this, okay? So we're going to move forward. By the way, if you'd like a personal private reading, I'm only doing 4 a day for now. But things are going to change in the future because my ex-husband has decided to give me a schedule for visitation instead of just calling or us calling him and just winging it. So because of a schedule, I'm going to have 3 days a week of like 6 to 7 hours where I can dedicate to my business and to this channel. So for now, I'm only doing 4 private readings. And if you check the description box below, they range from $10 to $125 for a deep dive. Lately, I've been getting a lot of requests for deep dives, and I understand why. Because if you're on a twin flame journey, that shit's tough, and it takes a lot of inner knowing and guidance and sometimes external help from other people who have internal knowing to get you where you need to be. And the deep dive is also an energetic cleansing. It kind of takes on a life of its own. I spend 2 hours or more with you one-on-one counseling and reading so that we can really just figure out what Spirit wants for you. So everybody's reading will be different, but that's also listed below. Now we're going to get going. Sorry, I told you it was a long intro. What is the heart of matter for Libras? Hope, the star card. So the heart of the matter is you need to have faith. Hold the faith, hold the hope, keep manifesting. And there's a healing that needs to happen. With the star card, I think of the star card as a healing, and it's like manifesting a wish or hoping for an outcome. So that is the heart of your matter. So let's take a look at the details about what you're coming out of. Mental conflict. I like this. So you've been of two minds, or a situation or person external to you has been of two minds, okay? Should I, shouldn't I? Do I, don't I? Right, left, up, down. It's a very confusing mindset. And if I know that I was triggered last year during the Scorpio moon that was my ascension journey. That's when I got awakened to my twin flame journey. And so belief systems were not in alignment, right? I was raised as a Christian, and I was taught not to question, that you never question the word of God. What is, right? And I became conflicted because my spirituality was showing me that I needed to question, I needed to journey, I needed to figure it out. So this could be that energy for some of you too. For others of you, I just got to put it out there. Spirit's telling me there's somebody watching that is conflicted about a relationship, a person. We'll deal with that when we do the twin flame or relationship aspect. But I felt nudged by Spirit to talk about that. Bottom of the deck for the yes or no question from Doreen Virtue, the angel answers, is romance. So it's going to be for some of you around romance. Okay. Also, bottom of the deck is spiritual union with the World card. Oh my God, you guys are going through it, aren't you? So we have spiritual union, Two of Cups, with the World, which is called universe, with the Hanged Man and the Magician and the Three of Swords. So, big energies here. I mean, a lot of big energy here for you. We haven't even turned over your other cards. But I feel like this could be a twin flame or a divine union for some of you. But I'm not going to throw that out there for everybody because this is a general reading. So take it as it resonates. But with all the cards that are facing me that I can see, this is probably in relationship with another soulmate or lover of some sort, right? So let's take a look at what do you need to release or surrender to get this energy on course, right? How can we help you leave the mental conflict in the past? It says surrender to trust. See, hope, faith, and trust. That's big for you guys. This could be a spiritual union that's been in chaos, outdated beliefs. So we have surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. See, because that Two of Swords is not trusting your decisions. It's not being able to make a decision. So you need to surrender and trust your own decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you need to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. That's so profound that came out with that. So there's a choice that needs to be made, and in order for you to move forward to the star card and whatever the other cards reveal, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to quit asking for advice from everybody, because sometimes advice is good. Like if you reach out and get a reading or something, that's good. But if you're reaching out to 20, I know people that do this, that, will get a private reading from like 8 different readers off of YouTube, and then they get so much conflict and chaos, right? That everything becomes murky, and then the clarity gets lost again. So you need to trust your inner knowing to make this decision. So then we have surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success and love and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So, when we don't know our own worth, the universe will bring us what we believe we are worthy of. And sometimes that's a pile of shit, right? So you got to get clear with your intention on releasing and surrendering any of those belief systems that you're not worthy or good enough. Then we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy here. And so, the creation story is in every piece of nature, from a blade of grass to a tree to a animal or moss. You look at it, the creation story is there. And so when you're in creation mode, which I feel like most of you are, there are things that need to be figured out. And the best place to do that is in the arms of Mother Nature. She will show you the way. Okay? And I gotta say, a lot of romance going on here. If that doesn't resonate with you, stick around for the other cards because there's other messages. All right? We have sacral chakra. Yeah. Gosh, guys. So this is on your mind. This is all about self-worth. This is about, passion. This is about desires. This is about, what you want versus what you believe you're capable of having. And that's heavily on your mind, and Spirit's helping you to decide and to balance that, right? You're going to have to take the blinders off, and you're going to have to quit seeking outside of you so much and start seeking within you. Spiritual union isn't always a person. Sometimes it's loving yourself. It's balancing the inner masculine and feminine, and it's like loving on yourself so that real love can come in without it being a conditional. All right, so what is hidden in the subconscious? Positive movement forward. There you go. This is the Eight of Pentacles, which is funny. I don't know why John Holland decided to use the energy of the Six of Swords for the Eight of Pentacles, or even the Eight of Wands, positive movement forward. But no, this is the Eight of Pentacles. This is sailing into smoother waters, facing the sun. This is, Spirit's guiding you is what I'm hearing. You in the 3D. That's why it's pentacles. It's a work in progress is what I'm hearing. And you're being guided forward positively. And you just don't know it yet. Trust and have faith. Surrender to trust, faith, and hope, because it's being worked on in the subconscious mind and in the etheric, right? Your guides, your ascended masters and ancestors and angels are working on it. Moving forward is the solar plexus. Yeah, there's a lot of yellow and orange going on in this reading. So Spirit is heavily, look at all the heavy hitters. There's a cycle that needs to be closed out, and you're stuck. You're stuck with this hanged man. But you're becoming aware, and it's all around a loss, grieving. It's that Three of Swords. It could be a third-party situation, or it could just be really, really painful heart stuff, right? Although the heart chakra is not showing here, I feel like the heart chakra is completely blocked. And so we're starting off small during this moon phase. We're doing the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, because you can't have unconditional love until you know that you are worthy of it. Okay? And I know that's hard. That's like an in-your-face message, because we all tell ourselves we're worthy. We tell ourselves that, I know my worth. I know. And that's external ego. But on the deep, deep subconscious core center of you, there's a whole lot of doubt and a whole lot of feelings around. Because when the Three of Swords shows up, there's pain. There's mourning, there's grief, there's stuff that needs taken care of around that. And so we fool ourselves into thinking that I know my worth and I'm holding out for what I know I'm worthy of. But sometimes you're not. You really aren't. You're just calling in more karmic soulmates because you're not willing to balance your own inner masculine and feminine and get in your heart space, that sacred heart space, and know, not think, not wonder, not project, but know on a very deep level that you are literally the inheritor of God's source energy. You are part of creative source. You are a creator being, and you are worthy, and you were never ever made unworthy. And if you have a belief system around that, that's where that mental conflict comes in. All right, so let's get you some advice. How about my star seeds? Let's start with you guys. If you resonate with being a light worker or a soul that incarnated here at this time to be ground crew, to help bring in the new vibration of unconditional love, or to help Gaia ascend or energetically change the grids, whatever you feel you're here for, we're going to get you guidance on that. And if that doesn't resonate with you, you might get a message anyhow. So just listen, okay? Don't click off yet. We have the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So yeah, you feel raw pain over something to do with your value. It could be a twin flame. I'm feeling twin flame energy here. But if you don't resonate with that, this is just spirit cracking your heart chakra open, right? The ever unfolding rose. Look at the picture. She's like wide open, and that rose is opening up over her whole heart and chest chakra. And it's like, that ugly cry, that ugly realization, that raw pain that just needs to be expressed and dealt with, right? Then we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? See, there's a lot of childhood wounding around the way our parents parented us. And you could have fabulous parents that are so loving and kind and giving, but ancestral patterning is something that, my mom did it, my mom's mom did it, my mom's moms did it, and so I do it, right? And sometimes maybe your mother was busy, maybe she loved you so much she had to work 3 jobs in order to care for you. And so you ended up having to mother yourself a lot and mother other people. When this comes out, this is like the Star Mother. You are a nurturer. You are divine feminine energy, and you actually mother everybody else, but you forget to mother yourself, right? So you are like Mary Magdalene. You are like Mother Mary. You are like a Mother Teresa. It's like you are such a loving, kind, giving person, and you nurture and mother everybody else. But Spirit's saying, you need to mother yourself. You need to heal yourself from that wound so that you can be more balanced in your femininity, right? So then we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So if you're having trouble making a decision, please reach out. I would love to help you with that. Okay? And then we have yes. Just say yes. So if you've been resisting, whether you're resisting spirit trying to help you and get you on your path, or if you've been afraid or feeling defeated, like you just want to give up, Spirit's like, oh no, you need to be cracked open, and don't be the victim. It's happening for you, not to you. Just say yes and trust the process. Have hope, have faith, and surrender to trust. And surrender your low self-esteem. All right, so now that was for the star seeds. Now I would like all of my Libras to just take a moment, cross watchers too. Ask a yes or no question. In this Angel Answers deck, there are 2 yeses and 2 nos, and then there are all kinds of advice cards and timing cards. So it could have to do with the general message if you choose, or you can ask something totally off topic. But this is going to help give you guidance on whatever you set your intentions for. So while you do that, I'm going to take a cup of my ever-growing cold coffee. And now we're going to get you your answer. We have no. So you have yes here, you have no here. And it's no with an exclamation point. So whatever you're asking, so for some of you, the answer is no, but I'm looking at this picture and I hope you can see my screen is broken, so I'm going to hold it up by the camera eye. This woman is sitting here and she's got her hands up as if she's asking this angel for help. Okay? And for whatever reason, I feel like because we've got yes and we've got no, that's that mental conflict. That's, not being able to choose. It's like 1 minute you think the angels are telling you yes, and 1 minute you think the angels are telling you no, and you're not getting the clarity that you want. And Spirit's saying you need to have faith and trust and hope, and you need to not worry. No need to worry. Abundance is coming for you. And look at this. On the bottom of the deck is romance, and under that is yes. Okay? So whatever you're asking about, if it's romantic in nature, sometimes you get confused around yes and no. And I know that that's not helping, is it? But it's saying, don't worry. There's abundance to be had here. This is positive movement forward is happening for you. A spiritual union is happening for you. Cycles are being closed out for you. You are being enlightened and you're being held back at the moment so that you can become aware of how to heal this broken heart. So, yeah, I know that's confusing, right? But you do have chaos and conflict on the bottom of the deck. So and on the bottom of this deck, we have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. See, that's where that Three of Swords energy lives, is in the past. It says then you can own your power and soar forward in your life. So, yeah, you're just conflicted. You're getting yeses and nos, and you might be watching lots of YouTube readers, and, one reading says yes, the next one says no, and then the next one says yes, and I feel like what Spirit is telling you, stop worrying about it. Work on you. Work on you, because when you work on you, everything comes into alignment that's for you. Then your magnet gets cleared off and you don't have to chase what is constantly repelled. You can just attract what is naturally for you. And this is in your subconscious. This is something that's going to happen. It's the ever unfolding rose. But there's a healing that needs to happen here around your worthiness, because it's like you're speaking, yes, I'm worthy. Yes, I want it. Yes, yes. But inside your heart, you feel like, no, this isn't right. No, this wasn't right. No, this shouldn't have happened. No, this isn't for me. You're the one who's confused, not Spirit. Spirit says to surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself. Surrender your low self-esteem. Surrender your need to be no. Sorry, Spirit says don't go there. So it's not a need. It's just you need to surrender and trust is what you need to do. And let the healing happen. You're going to be cracked open. That's what the Scorpio energy is all about, is cracking you open. Okay, so in the bottom of this deck says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I feel like you've been working on that. I truly do. But I feel like the thing is that you're telling yourself that you love yourself, and it's like you're moving on from something. But the truth of the matter is that you're kind of lying to yourself. You're trying to pretend. Fake it till you make it. That's what I'm hearing. You're trying to fake it till you make it. And on the external, you tell people, I'm a rock star. I'm so good. I'm this, I'm that, right? But really deep down inside, you don't believe it. And it could have to do with issues around the family with the mother, you know? Maybe your mother didn't have good self-esteem, so she didn't role model that to you. Or the father. But either way, it's like you're an over-nurturer. I'm feeling a lot of empath energy with you guys. So now, this next message is, it could correlate or it could be a separate message, but this is for my hard-headed people, my people who need it in your face and abrupt, right? No candy coating through the rebel deck. We have, you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Look, you need to be cracked open and get the ugly cry on. Let it go. Your soul will thank you. Whatever belief systems you've built around your self-worth needs to be let go because it's affecting your romantic love life. And if you're a twin flame, you've been activated on the ascension journey by a twin soulmate who will ascend with you. But you got to work on you. You can't work on them. They've got to work on them. And the more you clear out your own belief systems that are outdated and start building, I'm hearing build me up buttercup, the more you get on par with what truly is real, not just what you're trying to convince yourself of, the closer that soulmate will come to their own healing and come toward you. We have stop obsessing. That's that mental conflict. Says you are not the fucking center of the universe. That's funny. We think that, don't we? Sometimes we really do. It says it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Two minds. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. In your face. You know, I have a nephew that if he doesn't eat, he gets really, really cranky. You know, so maybe you need to eat something as you're watching this video. We've got that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Absolutely. You got a lot of major arcana here. The world is moving you forward, whether you recognize it or not. And then we have you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. I love you guys. All right, so now for my twinsies or soulmates or divine masculine, divine feminine, or just Libra in love. If you need guidance in love and relation, we're going to take a look at these cards for you. Like I said, it might play into the general reading or it might be a total separate message. But we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I always look at this card and think this is Jesus and Mary Magdalene, right? Look at that. They're playing with the magic that is them together, right? So for some of you, if you're on a twin flame journey, you already know. It's like, I can't explain it. But your twin flame is somebody that lights you up. It's like if you hear from them, you get nervous, your heart palpates, your mouth goes dry. When they're in your presence, they just throw you off balance. And that's in the runner-chaser phase, or the initial meetup. But then after you balance and you start getting closer to union, then it's like there's just no place like home, right? It's like, that's my person. You know, you could meet 1 billion people that are so perfect, they check every box except the chemistry box. Then we have worth waiting for, divine timing as at work in your love life. And I see that because you can't have unconditional love. You can't be in union with your twin when you still aren't in union within yourself, right? You got to work on that self-love, that self-expression. And then give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I feel like what Spirit's saying is when you work on you and the divine masculine and feminine within you, then that is working on your relationship, right? That will bring you closer together. Bottom of the deck was love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically more attractive. All right. I hope that resonates, guys. That is so on par with the twin flame journey. If you guys need help with that, please reach out. I really, it's my mission work. It's what Spirit told me is what I'm on the planet to do. So if you need help with that, everything you need is down below. All right. Last message for my Libras. Maybe this will tie everything together. Bottom of the deck, I've showed you a couple times, is chaos and conflict. Then we have higher power. See, this is destined. Whatever, this has activated you for a healing. That's what's happening. You're being cracked open. You're being triggered. You're all over the place with this chaos and conflict. And all these major arcanas. I mean, look at all the cards that have black around them, guys. You've got 3 on the bottom of the deck. You've got 3 in the general reading. So that's 6 out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 out of 9. Okay? So this definitely is being influenced by a higher power. Then we have here and now. So you need to forgive the past, and you need to not try to control the future. You need to be in a state of flow, in a state of presence. Work on the here, right where you're at. Right where you're at is where the work needs to be done. Yeah. All right. And then we have why. Yeah, you're questioning. Man, I've been on this twin flame journey for 30 plus years, but I didn't know it. I wasn't activated or shown it until like sometime at the end of 2018. But the questioning, oh my God, you question everything. You question every belief system you've ever had about who you are, about who other people are, about what's going on, who am I supposed to be, what am I supposed to do? You know, is God real? Is spirit real? Is messages real? Is this journey real? Or is it bullshit? Right? Question, question, question. Trust me, on the journey, it takes a while, but you're going to get answers to every single question. And then we have breathe. Breathe. I hope you can see that. I don't know. But so yeah, you need to be praying, meditating, and be in the here and now, because that's where the answers come from. And that will help you get out of the mental conflict. You've got to quiet your mind. You know, be still and know that I am God. That means be still and know you're God, and be still and know you're God, right? Because God is in here as well as out there. So you need to get quiet and listen to the advice of your spirit guides, your ancestors, all of your helpers in the etheric realm. And if you need help in the 3D, you know, then utilize the resources you have to help you figure out the whys. Okay? This is happening for you, not to you. Try not to fall into victim mentality. All right? I love you guys. I hope this resonated. And if it did, stop right now and give this a thumbs up. It really does help the algorithms to get the videos out there for other people to watch. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, there's a PayPal link below. If you'd like a personal private reading, go and click on the PayPal. Well, first of all, go below, choose the reading you want, see what the cost is for it, or donation for it, then hit the PayPal me link, go to PayPal, choose friends and family, because it is a donation for my time, and then pay for the reading that you want, and then email me, and those who paid first get scheduled first. Okay? I love you. Namaste.